What happened?
I said, I need to have an Apple Watch on.
Uh-oh. Hey everyone, 13 weather meteorologist Sean Ash here on WTHR Plus. Want to just give you a heads up here of what's coming down the pike from the north. Quick burst of snowfall here. We've seen some big time impacts over the northwestern part of the state, up around Chicago as well. So between now and tomorrow morning, we're going to have these bursts of snowfall. Now the initial band that comes in with the Arctic front hits the metro area right around noontime today, between noon and 1. What's going to happen with it is your visibility will go from 10 miles down to a mile or less. Some rapidly changing road conditions. I'll show you that in a moment as the temperatures drop quickly behind this front. So some after school activities could be impacted today, and then school disruptions potentially tomorrow morning as well. That's why we've got the weather impact alert that we've issued for today. Be prepared for slower travel times coming from north to south. Check on the road conditions before you head out, and make sure you're following us and following live Doppler 13 radar before you get out on your journey. Now, right now, you can see the wind. We are still just south of the front here in Indy, but watch what happens to temperatures and wind chills. So by as early as 5 o'clock, we're going to be in the 20s over a good portion of the viewing area, and those will continue to drop. It's going to be a north wind coming off of Lake Michigan, and that will be the difference maker compared to where we've been. So 40 currently in Indianapolis, and I'm telling you, in about 3 or 4 hours, it's going to feel a good 20 degrees colder, easy with the wind coming in. All right, speaking of, so here's the latest on the radar. Those are snow squall warnings that were issued for far northwest Indiana, parts of Illinois. This thing will weaken a little bit, but we're still concerned about the temperature tumble behind this boundary. You can see it's 32 this hour in Monticello. It's 30 for the 39 for the time being in Peru. But this thing is moving quickly, and it will come with very gusty wind as well. That's why even if you don't get a bunch of accumulation out of it, the visibility due to the stiff wind is going to be an issue as well. So here's the northern Indiana radar. You can see that darker shade of blue. So it may be just a quick burst of rain, and then it switches over quickly to moderate to at times heavy snow. That's the first burst that we'll have with this. There's the snow squall warning that was issued for a few of those northern counties, White County there, Miami County. You can see this thing's moving in quickly, and that wind is coming off of the lake at a very stiff clip. This is I-65. This is near Rensselaer. Okay, right now the roads look like they're wet. The problem is that the temperatures will continue to slide down, go well below freezing before the day's out. Even around the metro area during the evening commute, we could have some issues, not only on some of the main roads, but also on some of the bridges and overpasses especially. What is a snow squall? Now, whether or not we get one truly here in the metro area to be determined, but it's these intense bursts of snow. They're very short in nature. They don't last long, but you can go from a clear pavement to a snow-covered pavement with limited visibility in the matter of about 5 minutes. That's why they were issuing those snow squall warnings. This is the temperature drop that we expected, and now you can see it. So again, we're still at 40 degrees here in Indianapolis. It's 21 in Chicago. So that's the Arctic front. So along the front itself, it's squeezing out this burst of snow, and we've actually had some reports of thunder with it as well. But what will eventually happen too is the wind coming off of the lake then will generate the lake effect snow showers and some intense lake effect snow bands. And that's going to be a whole other issue in itself. So here's Future Track 13 doing a good job on the timing. So this is by 1:30, 2 o'clock. You see Indianapolis goes below freezing. You can see the 20s already over the northern third of the state. Farther south, it's going to take a little bit longer, but that's the cold front, and there you go. And then now you can start to see the impacts of the wind and the lake and the interaction that will take place. It won't take a whole lot of snowfall here this late afternoon, evening. You get temperatures in the low 20s with that kind of wind around. I do expect we're going to have some slick travel here, and possibly some slow travel. Then as we go through the evening and overnight, there's those persistent lake effect bands. Now, the farther west you go, due to the way the wind is going to be set up, the farther west you go, the less impact of lake effect. The farther east you are of I-65 and the farther north you are in the state, the heavier the snow bands and more impactful they'll be. But you can see they're going to be making it down toward the Ohio River. This is very common this time of year. And then you can see that darker shade of blue that still remains across, say, Monticello and Kokomo, and then again farther to the north here. That's why we believe we'll still have, maybe not widespread, but we're going to have some areas tomorrow morning that are going to be slick due to the lake effect. We're going to drop that 2 to 4 band into Howard County. Some of the high-res modeling suggesting that the band may remain fairly persistent. Around the metro area, the bulk of us get a coating to maybe an inch, but you get into Hamilton County and go a little bit farther east, it may be more of a 1 to 2 situation. But plan for some impactful weather conditions here for the remainder of today, going from north to south, overnight tonight, and then into tomorrow morning with this weather system that we have in play. Again, here's the radar. So again, this will be getting into the metro area between noon and 1:30. I want you to be prepared for that. We will have an update coming up at noon on Channel 13. Stay weather aware. Make sure you have our free app on your phone. You can follow the snow band as it drifts to the south. Stay safe.